You spoke of the shocks, the unanticipated shocks and downturns, and how unsettling they are and how they can unleash extreme politics. But within the economics profession, which was riding very high, this crisis perhaps has taken their reputation for a downturn and makes them fearful.
Yes, I agree. I think what we've realized is that a lot of the existing dominant models of economics did not provide a good explanation of what occurred or forewarning of what occurred. And there could be a tendency for some of economics to say, well, we were never meant to do that, ever. You know, this is a pure play, this is a bit of pure play mathematics. You know, what we're about is elegant models, and, you know, we get the high prizes because our models work. I don't think that's good enough. I think the essence of economics is that it has got to realize that it has a social mission to help us understand issues of vital importance to human welfare, both in positive respects, but also in preventing harmful negatives. And to do that, the fundamental thing it has to start with is bringing together theory and empirical observation of what actually occurs. Bringing together theory and models and deep understanding of specific institutional setups through which overall economic variables have expression. So monetary policy cannot possibly be a sensible thing unless it involves deep understanding of the real dynamics of actual banks. Otherwise, it just isn't explaining what it's got. And it's also got to explain the real dynamics of markets, not rational expectation hypotheses, which just assume that people have rational expectations, but both the insights of the behavioral finance group, the people like Danny Kahneman, the behavioral psychology, and the insights of George Soros himself and people like Roman Friedman, who have looked at the way that even if people are individually rational, they can be locked into cycles of self-reinforcing behavior which produce deeply disequilibrium overall effects. These are all incredibly important things that we have to look at in order to be able to answer really important questions for human welfare.
Well, first of all, in 1938, Keynes himself wrote a letter to Roy Harrod, and he talked about economists, and he said there are two talents. One is that of building the abstract models, and the other, which is much more scarce, is that of vigilant observation and the selection of what is the right model. And I want to say to you, thank you for joining us today, because I do believe, whether it be the financial regulation or the product of economists and intellectuals, you are a vigilant observer, and we very much value your perspective.
Good. Thank you very much, and the best of luck.